Today we are going to start with the third chapter, that is plant kingdom. In previous chapters we looked at broad classification of living organism under the system proposed by Whittaker, wherein he suggested the 5 kingdom classification, that is Monera, Protista, Fungi, Animalia and Plantae. In this chapter we will deal in detail with further classification with kingdom Plantae, properly known as the plant kingdom. We must stress here that our understanding of the plant kingdom has changed over time. Fungi and the members of the Monera and Protista having cell walls have now been excluded from plant, though earlier classification placed them in the same kingdom. So the cyanobacteria that are also referred to as blue-green algae are not algae anymore. In this chapter we will describe algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm and angiosperm under Plantae. So let's start. First we will see the introduction. Now multicellular eukaryotic organisms with photosynthetic mode of nutrition are included under plant kingdom. Now what does that mean? The organisms which are autotrophic and which can prepare their own food. They are called as plants and are the main producers on land and water. With the help of chlorophyll, so how they synthesize food? They synthesize food with the help of the pigment which is present in them, that is chlorophyll, and they synthesize carbohydrates and release oxygen in the air. Now kingdom Plantae can be divided into 2 subkingdoms, that is cryptogam and phanerogams. Now cryptogam is nothing but the spore producing organisms of spore producing animals in the plants. Crypto means concealed and gamus means marriage. When you split the term cryptogam, this is the meaning of that. So spore producing plants which do not produce seeds and flowers, okay, they reproduce sexually by gametes, but sex organs are hidden. So they will have sex organs which are hidden. In cryptogamy there will be algae, bryophytes and pteridophytes. Okay, the main point you have to remember here is that the gametes are produced but the sex organs are hidden. Okay, now phanerogam. Phanero means visible. So these plants will have what? They will have reproductive structures which are visible and they will produce gametes. So seed producing plants which have special reproductive structures that are visible, they are commonly called as seed plants. They include gymnosperm and angiosperms. Now we'll start with the cryptogamy. In that we'll start with the algae. Now this is the division algae. Here we will talk about the common characteristics of the algae. They are mostly aquatic, some can be terrestrial, some can grow on other plants. They are free living and symbiotic. Okay, free living means they don't require any one for mutual relationship, and both, and in symbiotic relationship they live with other organism in the symbiotic relationship, as we have already talked about the lichen, in which we saw the relationship between the algae and the fungus. Okay, so vegetative structure, when we talk about the vegetative structure, it is generally called as thallus. It will vary in organization. It can be small, unicellular and microscopic. In algae like cholera and chlamydomonas, it can be multicellular and unbranched filamentous, that is in Spirogyra. It can be branched and filamentous in Chara, and it can be huge microscopic, that is seaweeds like Sargassum, which measures some 60 meter in length. So here you can see diagram of various algae. See, it can be microscopic. In the first one you can see that it's microscopic. Okay, then it is unbranched. Here you have seen the branch, and here you can see the huge structure which is produced by the algae. Now algae cell walls are made up of outer pectin and inner cellulose layer. various types of photosynthetic pigments are present because what is the need of these photosynthetic pigment? Because they have to prepare their own food and they want the capturing of light to produce food from sun. Okay, so they need pigments which will help in focusing the light energy on the various pigments so that these pigments can prepare their food. Essential pigments are chlorophyll A, that is present in all of the algae. You will see that chlorophyll A is present in all types of algae. Accessory pigments are chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C, chlorophyll D, carotenes, xanthophylls and phycobilins, that is phycocyanin and phycoerythrins. Reserve food material is starch. It can be laminarine starch, mannitol or floridin starch. And vegetative reproduction occurs by fragmentation and cell division. Okay. Vegetative reproduction we have already discussed, that is fragmentation and cell division. Cell division is nothing but the splitting of cell, and fragmentation is that the main animal will break itself into various fragments, and now each fragment will be able to grow as a new individual. See, here you will see the fragmentation. This is the main plant. Okay, it broke in various fragments, see, and these now will be new individuals. Okay, so this is the fragmentation. Asexual reproduction will occur with the help of motile or non-motile spores. So, motile and non-motile spores both will be required for asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction will occur through formation and fusion of gametes. So, in sexual reproduction there will be formation and fusion of gametes. Algae life cycle, we will talk about this in the end of the chapter, that is algae life cycle will exhibit alternation of generation, that is haploid and diploid phase in their life. The main plant body of algae, if we talk, is haploid. Depending upon the photosynthetic pigment present, algae are divided into three major groups. Okay, depending on the photosynthetic pigment which are present in them, they are divided into three major groups. This is chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae and rhodophyceae. Okay, chlorophyceae will have some pigments, phaeophyceae will have some other pigments, and rhodophyceae will have some other pigments, and chlorophyll A will be common in three of these. Okay. So, the first division in this is chlorophyceae. The members of chlorophyceae are commonly called green algae. The plant body may be unicellular, colonial or filamentous. They are usually grass green due to the dominance of pigments chlorophyll A and B. Now, the pigments are localized in definite chloroplast. The chloroplast may be of different shapes, like they can be discoid, plate-like, reticulate, cup-shaped, spiral or ribbon-shaped in different species. Now, most of the members have one or more storage bodies called prenoids, which are located in the chloroplast. These prenoids contain protein besides starch. Some algae may store food in the form of oil droplets. Now, these are the most important characteristics of the chlorophyceae which you have to remember. You can see here in the slide, the main photosynthetic pigment are chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Reserve food material is in the form of starch. Cell wall mainly made up of cellulose. Motile cells have 2 to 8 apical flagella and are found mostly in fresh water and sometimes in marine and brackish water. Examples are Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra and Chara, or you can call that as Cara or Eulothrix, volvox. Okay. Now, when we talk about the reproduction of this chlorophyceae, vegetative reproduction usually takes place by fragmentation, as we have already discussed in the general character of the fungi, of the algae, So vegetative reproduction usually takes place by fragmentation or by formation of different types of spores. Asexual reproduction is by flagellated zoospores produced in zoosporangia. Okay, so asexual reproduction will occur with the help of spores, which are zoospores, which will be flagellated and they will be motile. Okay, and they will be produced in zoosporangia. And the sexual reproduction will show here considerable variation in the type and formation of sex cells, and it may be isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous. Okay, so the gametes can be same look alike, that is isogamous. They can be different, that is the male and the female can differ in morphology, that is anisogamous, or it can be oogamous. Okay, now we move. Now you can see here the diagram. This is that of Chlamydomonas. Okay, you can see the flagella here. Now we'll come to the second algae, that is brown algae. Now the members of Phaeophyceae are brown algae and they are primarily found in marine habitats. They show great variation in size and form. They range from simple branch filamentous forms like Ectocarpus to profusely branched forms as represented by kelps, which may reach a height of 100 meters. Okay. Now, the main characteristics of brown algae you can see here in the slide, that is the pigments which are present are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C and fucoxanthin. Okay, now because of the presence of these type of pigments, that is chlorophyll A, C, carotenoids and xanthophylls, they vary in color from olive green to various shades of brown depending upon the amount of xanthophylls pigment present, that is fucoxanthin in them. Okay, now the main reserve food materials are mannitol and laminaria. The cell wall is made up of cellulose and algin, and motile spores are biflagellated with two unequal lateral flagella. These algae commonly occur in marine water and brackish water and some in fresh water. Examples are Ectocarpus, Sargassum, Fucus, some used as food. Now one character you have to remember is that the plant body of this algae is usually attached to the substratum by a holdfast, will have a stalk and stipe and leaf-like photosynthetic organ, the frond. Okay, vegetative reproduction is a general characteristics which will occur by fragmentation. Asexual reproduction will occur by biflagellate zoospores that are pear-shaped and has two unequal laterally attached flagella, and sexual reproduction may be isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous. Now union of gametes may take place in water or within the oogonia. Okay, the gametes are pyriform, that is pear-shaped, and bear two laterally attached flagella. Okay, now we move. Now you can see the diagram of this sargassum. Okay, so if you see clearly here, there will be presence of a holdfast. Okay, this is the holdfast, the stalk. So this is the holdfast which will make that attached to the substratum. One stalk-like structure will be there, that will be stipe, and leaf-like things will be there, which will be the frond. Okay, so this is the basic structure. These points you can find in your textbook. So the leaf-like structure you can see here. These are what? These are the frond. They are not exactly leaf, but they are leaf-like structures. Okay. Now we move to the third algae, that is the red algae. Now in red algae, they are commonly called as red algae because of the predominance of the red pigment, that is R-phycoerythrin in their body. Majority of the red algae are marine with greater concentration found in warmer areas. So they are present in warm areas. They occur in both well-lighted regions close to the surface of water and also at great depths in ocean where relatively little light penetrates. Okay. Now the basic points here are, you can see in the slide, the main pigment which is present here are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll D and phycoerythrin. The reserve food material is in the form of fluoridin starch. Cell wall is made up of pectin, cellulose and other carbohydrates, that is polysulfate esters, and motile cells are absent. Red algae are found in marine and brackish water and rarely in fresh water, and examples are chondrus, gelidium, polysiphonia and agar is obtained from red algae. Okay. Now when we talk about the reproduction, so the red algae usually reproduces vegetatively by fragmentation. They reproduce asexually by non-motile spores. Okay. Red algae will have spores which will help in asexual reproduction, but they will be non-motile, and sexually also by non-motile gametes. Sexual reproduction is generally oogamous and accompanied by complex post-fertilization developments. Okay. So this was all about red algae. So you can see that this is the chondrus, this is gelidium and this is polysiphonia. Now here you can see the division of algae and their main characteristics, the summary of all these. Okay, so chlorophyceae, that is the green algae, will have major pigments, that is chlorophyll A and B, stored starch, stored food, that is starch, cell wall, that is cellulose, flagella, that is 2 to 8 equal and they are apical, and their habitat is fresh water, brackish water and salt water. When we talk about Phaeophyceae, that is second, that is the brown algae, it will have chlorophyll A, C and fucoxanthin, stored material mannitone and laminaria, cell wall is made up of cellulose and algin, unequal, they will have flagella which is unequal and they are lateral and present in fresh water, brackish water, salt water. Now Rhodophyceae, that is called red algae, will have chlorophyll A, D and R phycoerythrin. The stored food is present in as fluoridin starch, and cell wall is cellulose, pectin and polysulfate esters. The flagella are absent. When they reproduce asexually, they will have non-motile spores, and when they reproduce sexually, they will have non-motile gametes. So flagella are absent. They are present in, they can be present in fresh water, brackish water and salt water. Okay. So this was all about algae.